If you've been living in the jungles of Lamang for the last year, you know the wait for this day has been, well, let's call it character building. But the wait is officially over, and if you're a Supporter Edition owner, you are probably already watching that download bar crawl across your screen for the absolute behemoth that is Update 0.4 Spearhead. For everyone else, you've got until the 31st to prep. But trust me, after diving into the deep end of these patch notes and seeing the early gameplay, this isn't just a patch. This is the moment Gray Zone Warfare stops being an early access experiment and starts feeling like the definitive tactical shooter we were promised. Before we dive into the thick of the jungle, do me a massive favor. If you've been counting down the days for Spearhead, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's start with the thing you're going to feel the second you step out of the base camp. Movement. For the longest time, Gray Zone felt a bit floaty. You were kind of a camera with a gun attached. Spearhead completely kills that. We finally have 4 distinct movement speeds now, ranging from a tactical "I'm sneaking up on a boss" crawl to a full-on "get to the chopper" sprint. But the real game changer is inertia. They've finally added weight to your soul. If you're hauling 40 kilos of loot and a heavy-barreled sniper, you're going to feel that momentum. You can't just snap 180 degrees and instant tap a guy anymore. Your character has to actually shift their weight. Even the weapon sway is dynamic now. It's tied to the actual weight of your build. If you overmod your rifle with heavy suppressors and massive scopes, your arm stamina is going to drain faster. It's forcing us to actually think about weight versus power instead of just slapping the biggest everything onto a rail. Now we have to talk about the elephant in the room, the AI. We've all been there, getting sniped through 3 layers of solid jungle foliage by a guy in a tank top holding a rusted AK from 400 meters away. It was frustrating, it was immersion breaking, and in Spearhead, it's supposedly a thing of the past. The devs at Madfinger have completely gutted the detection logic. Enemies aren't just aimbots anymore. They have senses. They react to sound. They have limited peripheral vision, and they actually patrol in groups. We're seeing proper hierarchies now. Sergeant leaders, bodyguards, and bosses that actually stay protected by their detail instead of just standing in a field. But the coolest part? Hit reactions. This is huge for the feel of the gunplay. If you clip an enemy in the arm, they'll actually flinch or stumble. If you hit them in the leg, they might drop or limp. It gives you that immediate visual feedback we've been craving, letting you know your shots are actually landing instead of just wondering if the netcode swallowed your magazine. For the gearheads watching, hold on to your chest rigs, because the sheer amount of stuff added here is insane. We are looking at over 380 new weapon parts. I'm talking Nightforce A, TACR scopes, voodoo sights, and, finally, proper binoculars with integrated rangefinders. No more eyeballing the distance to a target at 500 meters. They've also added the Ratnik series of vests and chest rigs, which is going to be a breath of fresh air for the fashion warfare side of the game. But it's not just about looking cool. The armor system has been refined to be more consistent with the new ballistics. We're moving away from "I shot him 10 times and he didn't die" toward a system where caliber and armor rating actually dictate the outcome of a fight with mathematical precision. I want to take a second to talk about the tactical map overhaul, because this is honestly the biggest thank you I have for the developers. If you've played GZW since launch, you know the struggle. You accept a task, you fly out, and then you're alt-tabbing to a community map on your second monitor every 5 minutes to figure out which specific nondescript hut a folder is hidden in. Spearhead fixes this. We finally have area of interest perimeters. The map now shows you a shaded search area for your quests. You still have to do the legwork and find the item, but you aren't wandering blindly through 10 kilometers of trees. You can even accept tasks directly from the map now, and the new field manual tracks all the lore and intel you find. It makes the world of Lamang feel like a real place with a story to tell, rather than just a shooting gallery. Lastly, we have to address the P word, optimization. This is the make or break for a game this beautiful. The devs are claiming that scope optimization has been boosted by up to 50%. If you've ever zoomed in through a high magnification optic and watched your frame rate dive off a cliff because the game was basically rendering the world twice, this is the fix. They've reworked the dual rendering pipeline to be much lighter on your GPU. Early reports are saying the game feels smoother, the stuttering during transitions is down, and the rubber banding near high pop areas is significantly reduced. Look, Lamang has been a tough, often buggy place to survive over the last year. But with update 0.4, it feels like Gray Zone Warfare is finally finding its true soul. It's slower, it's heavier, and it's a lot more punishing. But it's also a lot more rewarding. There are over 250 tasks in the game now, meaning even if you're a veteran, you have a massive mountain of content to climb. I'm going to be heading back into the jungle tonight to start testing the new ballistics and seeing which of these 380 parts are actually worth your money. Let me know in the comments what you're most hyped for. Is it the AI fix, the new scopes, or just the fact that you can finally use a rangefinder? Drop a comment, hit that like button on your way out, and I'll see you in the gray zone. Stay tactical.